Hello, welcome to Tree Talk in the Treehouse. A very warm welcome to my guest today, Christal Spraggon. Hello, Chris.
Nice to be here.
Good. I'm glad to have you in the Treehouse. Chris is very well known in the Essex area and Suffolk area for selling her crystals, but she does much more than that, really. When you go and see Christal for a crystal, you get a reading, you get an intuitive experience, because this lady is so connected to the stones, I think, and the earth energies. But you've also done crystal workshops as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I used to do workshops.
Yeah.
A little while ago. Moved on from doing those a bit now, I think. Lots of folks make their way to the house and usually searching for answers. And we sit and we drink tea and we look at the books and we talk to the stones, and they find what they need and take away a little bit more than the crystal with them, I think. Perhaps so. Another very small piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
And then they usually go from there. Quite a lot of them come back, because once you've bought one crystal, then you know it opens the doorway and it becomes a bit like a sweetie shop.
Yeah.
And you just come and you think, oh,
I know.
All these beautiful.
Well, the thing is, you have so many wonderful crystals.
Shiny, precious things.
Don't you? I know. We're all magpies.
Yeah.
We all gravitate towards these crystals. But no, people do gravitate towards you, Chris. It's not just the crystals.
Well, that comes with the working with the stones, I think. That comes with feeling in harmony with them and doing what I feel I should be doing.
Yeah.
Which is reading people when they enter the house, picking stuff up in their energy fields.
Yeah.
And choosing the right crystal to help them.
Yeah.
With whatever is going on in their life.
Yeah.
And generally, people will pick that crystal themselves.
Yeah.
And then when we find the information on the crystal, it's perfect for what they want.
And that's not something that you've ever been taught, is it?
Well, I did some courses. I've done some courses,
you?
yeah. Crystal healing, crystal therapy,
Okay.
chakras.
Yeah.
About 4 or 5. And then before that I did psychology and counselling. I did 5 counselling courses, which have helped.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And I worked in a school.
Did you?
For 11 years with special needs children.
Right.
So I learned the art, I suppose, of putting things over and talking. And
the empathy that comes from working
and
just
then
with...
just transferred on, really.
Yeah.
And then from the crystals I then felt the urge to do fairy houses. And
yeah, I know, you bought your fairy house
fairy houses
which
here.
I want to talk about.
I will get round to those, and then I've gone on to doing other things, but the crystals are the main draw.
Yeah.
They've been constant. And that started with a garden show that I went to with Paul. And I remember standing at this stall where this man was selling crystals and just thinking, wow, I just need one of these, but I didn't know what I wanted. And I stood there for ages. It must have been an hour. My poor hubby, his knuckles were dragging on the ground. And and I just thought, I need to take one of these home. And I picked up this crystal, and it was labradorite, and my hand felt a bit weird. It was a pendant, and I put it down, and I said to the man who owned the stall, how do you know which is the right one for you? He said, you'll just feel it. And I thought, well, what did I feel there then? And so I remember saying to Paul, I think I want this one, and he bought it for me. And I went home, and all I had was the Pat Judy Hall book, which most people have.
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and it said, this is a crystal of spiritual awakening. And I thought, oh, wow.
I've woken up.
Like that, yes. So I went everywhere with it hanging round my neck like this.
Yeah.
And then I started
to think,
right
round
you have, yeah.
I bought it from you.
Yes,
and
that's it. Yeah, the witch's one.
Yeah, love it.
With the witch on it, yeah. And then I thought, well, I'll see if I can do anything with these crystals. So I bought a few more from the man, and I had a few ladies round who bought some of them, and that gave me a little bit more, so I bought a few more.
Yeah.
And then there was a local craft shop. I went into there. I bought myself, by then I'd got myself a bit of Moldavite, and I did something I think I'd never done before, because I was quite shy and retiring at the time. And I thought, I'm just going to go in this shop and say, can I put my crystals in your shop? And then I thought, oh my God, I can't do that. Yes, you can. Go and do it. So I did it.
Yeah.
I went in, and she went, oh, I don't see why not. Have you got a cabinet? And I went, no, but I can get one. And I'm thinking, who's telling me all this then? I don't know. And bought a cabinet and put it in there.
Yeah.
After a while, the craft shop closed because they actually, as a craft shop, weren't doing very well. But by then, we were doing really well.
People were buying crystals
in there.
Yeah.
And so then it shut and we came out, and I just put out a request and thought, where is there else we can go? And we went into Battlesbridge with a cabinet in there. And then I thought, well, I'll start selling them from home as well.
Yeah.
Which I find is better, because I find that I've been into loads of crystal shops. Mostly they're at holiday places, you know, where you go on holiday.
Yeah.
And they're mostly more expensive than you would normally pay. And I went into one up north once, and the lady didn't know anything about anything she was selling. And I just thought, well, people want to know what they're buying. They want you to spend time with them. They want to have a cup of tea. They want to have a consider. They want to hold the crystals. They want one in each hand to see which one feels different, and then put that one down and pick another one up. The right ones. They want to weigh up the energies. They want to get in touch with their own energy over the crystals, which a lot of people can't do to start with. And then they want to go away with what's right for them. Even if it is one 50p crystal, it makes no difference to me. Long as it is the right crystal for them to be taken away at that time in their life.
Yeah.
And if you're new to crystals, you don't want to go away with a shed load of different energies, and you're thinking, well, what are all these? You know, people have come to me and gone, oh, well, this person told me I need to shove all these crystals in my bra. And I go, well, what are you putting them in your bra for to start with? You know, one, in the right place in your bra, because otherwise they look like chapel hat pigs, don't they? People think you're pleased to see them all the time. One down here, or up the middle here, or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
But not a whole bag full. How are you gonna know what the different energies are and which one's working for you? So, you know, I encourage people to keep them in a dish once they've cleansed them. Keep them in a dish.
Yeah.
And then feel the energies, pick that one, take it with them for the day.
Yeah.
And that would be the one that would be right for them if they want to look it up why they've picked it. Well, there might be something there that they pick up. It might just be a sense. People shouldn't use logic when they pick crystals.
No.
They should use total intuition.
Yeah.
People say, well, do you think, you know, I've had people go, do you think this goes with my jumper? And you go, well, I say, well, no, go and buy something out of Claire's Accessories if you want something to go with your jumper. You want something that you feel something from, that is like a companion to you. But I also say that they're not the answer. We're the answer. Yeah. They're just a tool. Yeah. They're a tool. Yeah. And I say that it's like
we're the biggest crystals, aren't we? Yeah.
It's like when you make a cake, you know. You need a spoon, you need eggs, you need flour, you need sugar, you need butter. You need all these different ingredients, but the bowl is you that it all gets mixed up in. And crystals are part of that. Yeah. But the answer is within you. It's not in other places, it's with you. And these are tools that help us in our search for ourselves, really.
Yes. Yeah.
For ourselves, our authentic self.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at the moment, what do you find is there a general sort of feeling from you that you think people are coming to you at the moment? Is there...
Yes.
They're suffering from. I had another lady I was talking to the other day, and she said, "Oh, I think everyone's is in this fear bubble at the moment." You know.
I think that a lot of it's brought on by social media.
Do you?
And the fact that people look on there and they see these people posting about their fantastic lives and their bowls of food and their wonderful me and everything else.
Wedding dresses.
And their wedding dresses, yeah. And their, you know, Markle Sparkle and all that. Everybody wants to be like in their own little bit of OK magazine, that their life is better than everybody else's.
Yeah.
Leave out all the gribble and just let's have a picture of my dinner and my wonderful day out and my fabulous holiday. And I think people have this feeling that they need to keep up and they need to have, and they forget themselves.
Yeah.
And the spirit within them, that by this materialistic searching is being left behind and not nurtured, not cared for.
Now, I know you and I have said this before because we've both sort of done the Mind, Body, Spirit events, had a stall and done the trading, and you still do that, and I still do it a little bit, you know. And you'd think that in the spiritual marketplace there would be a certain etiquette and principles adhered to, but sometimes it's even worse, isn't it? You get people that are less authentic than you think that they are going to be because of the, you know, they sort of stand under this banner of
I think
spirituality.
Sometimes people are how they think they should be and not how they feel. And I'm getting so many requests for grids. So many people are coming and wanting to make grids for rooms, to grid their offices where they work, to grid a garden, a space.
Right, and what is a grid? For anyone that doesn't know what a grid is,
well, a
and
grid
how do
is
they work?
You make a grid up of crystals that synergise.
Okay.
So they work well together. So you usually start with the middle of the grid, and you find a crystal that you feel would conduct the energy of the other crystals quite well. So that can be anything you feel drawn to, really. And people make grids for confidence, for if they have to go out and speak in public, for love, for protection, for earth energy. So people will come and say, I want to make a grid for
healing,
for something. I have to stand up in front of people and say something, and I'm so worried about doing that. So then we say, okay, well, let's look at all the throat chakra and the protection and the connection. Let's look at all those elements and let's bring them into a grid. Let's put a piece of velvet down and let's make a grid up. And so we get a load of crystals that it happens quite quickly. This one, that one, that one, that one, and they all get put. And then we start to place them, and they'll go, oh no, don't take that one from there, put that one in there. Oh no, move that one, put those. What about those two there? And we work like that, and then you just feel and you think, oh, they actually work well together. That one there's not quite right. Move that one, put that one there. And then all of a sudden they'll go, that's absolutely perfect. That's perfect for me. That feels just right. I feel really connected to it. And they take that whole set of crystals away and make that grid up, and then they work with the grid through meditation, or they keep the grid under their bed before they have to go and do that thing, if it's a speech or if it's protection or if it's more connection in dreams. They will place that grid somewhere within their resting area or their working area. A lot of people grid their offices in London because they find that the heaviness in London, the humanity of it all. I remember I went to see Caroline Mice in London.
Did you? Oh, I'd love to see her. Did you see that? When did you go see her?
Oh, about 3 months ago with two friends of mine. And it was quite a small gathering of people. I suppose there was about 100 there. And it was in Holborn, in a college. And I've always admired her so much.
I know, I've read a lot of her books.
So much. And she came on and she did talk a lot, and my friends wrote it all down. They were writing. My handwriting is appalling, and I can't read it when I get home. So I thought, I'm just going to sit and listen. And one of the things she said was that she had visited New York for a 5-day trip.
Yeah.
And on the last day, she had arranged to go and visit a friend there. And she was there for the first 4 days. And in that 4 days, by the end of the 4 days, she thought, you know what, I absolutely hate this place. I hate it here.
Oh, really?
She said
Oh,
it was
dear.
boiling hot,
Yeah.
crushing humanity, smelly, noisy, garbage on the streets. Oppressive. She said, I just can't wait to get out of this place. Then came the 5th day, and she went to visit her friend who lived in a penthouse flat. And she got in the lift and she went up to the 27th. I went out onto the balcony and I couldn't hear the traffic. And she said, we sat out there among the plants that my friends had put in. And she said the sun went down and the lights came up right the way across the Hudson River and all the buildings lit up. She said, and I could see the stars. And she said, and then I thought, my God, I love this place. She said, now, if I hadn't risen above everything and stayed on the ground floor,
yes,
I would never have seen the stars and the lights and not heard the
which
traffic.
are always there,
Yes.
but she'd not
But
elevated
yes.
herself physically.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I think when we do this sort of work,
Yeah.
we start to through introspection, because this work brings us to looking at ourselves
Of course,
more
yeah.
than anybody else,
Yeah.
and it's for ourselves that we do it. We
Yeah.
don't do it for others, we do it for ourselves.
No.
And then you get the added bonus that you're helping others through it, and then it becomes more about the others than you. But part or most of the journey is for us,
Yes.
because when people come, when they leave, you think, well, you've taught me something today, or I hope I've taught you something.
Yeah.
And she said she left feeling New York was absolutely wonderful, and it taught her that as you work, you start to come up, and if you live your whole life on the ground floor with the oppression and the noise and on a totally materialistic level, then you miss the stars. You don't get to see the stars.
Yeah.
And I remembered her saying that, and I thought that was very profound.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, now listen, I want to be able to have enough time to talk about all the things
Yes.
that you brought with you.
Right.
So,
I'll bring out some
what
of
are
the
we looking at
crystals.
first?
I've
Crystals
been
first.
talking to about crystals.
You can't stop talking about crystals.
Let me just show
As
you.
you can tell.
Let me show you. This is a new one. This is Amethyst Aura.
That's beautiful.
Yes. Now they did Cobalt Aura, which was quartz. Cobalt Aura. So what they do with these is they put them in a vaporising chamber, and they add with this one they add cobalt and titanium, and it comes out. It makes the amethyst turn to that colour. But previously they only did it with quartz.
Okay.
But they've just started doing amethyst. They also do it with quartz that's Angel Aura, which has platinum vapour added to the vaporising chamber, and they do it with Aqua Aura, which has gold added to the vaporising chamber. And then that doesn't take away from the crystal; it adds to it, because it's not like crackle quartz where they fill it with dye, which never buy crackle quartz. This has something added to it. So this makes the amethyst, which has a protective quality to it, into a third eye crystal.
Okay.
So that's for working on your third eye. Also, because that's got quite a bit of green on it, that would link third eye and heart quite well, I think.
Chakra, yeah.
Yes. Also, because amethyst holds its charge very well, then you can recharge other crystals on it.
Oh, that's interesting.
So they
Always very helpful, that, isn't it? You've
they
got something
grade
else to-
amethyst,
Okay.
and this is a double A grade.
Look at that. That is beautiful. Oh, Chris, that's lovely.
Yeah. So what they do with these is they
Now everyone can see, well, this is what happens when I go and see Chris round her house. We mustn't get too carried away.
what they do with these
Oh my
is
God,
they amethyst is volcanic in origin,
Yeah.
and upwards of 80-90 million years old, probably more than that. And they grade them, you see. This is a double A grade because it has manganese and a lot of iron in it, which makes it a very rich purple colour. and what they do is they mine along vertically, and they come to spaces in the basalt, which is where most of amethyst grows, that are called pegmatites. And pegmatites are like spaces, like the space in this shed. It's a space.
Treehouse.
Treehouse, dear. Treehouse. I stand corrected. The space in here is it would be like a pegmatite.
Yeah.
And the amethyst grows to fill the space. So if the pegmatite's that big, then the amethyst will become that size. If it's as big as this, then the amethyst will grow before it's harvested and fill that space up.
Oh.
So, and then what they do is they take it out and they see how it's best to cut it with a geode. A geode is half a magmatic gas bubble, so it comes from the magma at the centre of the earth, amethyst. And whatever minerals and metals are in that magma is what crystal grows. So in Brazil, amethyst is mostly found in Brazil, and quartz, which is just clear silica acid. But amethyst,
Okay.
and then they grade it, and then they polish it, you see.
Okay.
And then they sell it.
What else have you got?
With a half a gas bubble. With a half a gas bubble, they cut it in half, because it would be like that, all grey, and they cut it in half and they polish it with a diamond cutter, and then they sell it as an amethyst geode, which is half a gas bubble.
As you can see, with Chris, if you go and see her in her house, she has like many more crystals. You get stuck there. I'm telling you, you get stuck.
This is full of bubbles. Nice. You have to look at it in the light. It's full of
natural
bubbles.
Citrine.
Natural citrine.
Wow.
Now, a lot of the citrine that's on sale,
beautiful.
if it's like this, is.
I hope the camera can catch this.
Well, I don't know if you'll catch it. You
No.
might with that one.
Yeah.
Because that's got black
Beautiful.
tourmaline in it.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's got black tourmaline.
That's beautiful.
But that should be the citrine should be that colour. Citrine that's orange and bright yellow is amethyst that's been put in a kiln and reheated.
Yeah.
And then they sell it as citrine.
Yeah.
If you get something called Madeira citrine, then it's generally amethyst.
What else have we got?
Oh, not a lot, dear.
Okay. So
I've got
some
wonderful quartz which I've come across. Look at those. Look.
I've got one of those.
Yeah,
that I've
look
got
at
from
those.
you.
They're double A grade.
Yeah.
Arkansas quartz, which is where the best quartz in the world comes from for channeling. You can see the light passing through them.
Beautiful.
Very, very good for channeling. Clear like glass. No inclusions.
Can I ask you a question about losing crystals?
Yes.
All right, because I know there's lots of people, and this has happened to me as well, only recently. I had a piece of beautiful brown tourmaline dravite. Which I bought a few years ago, but it was on a tiny, it was encased in copper wire, tiny little cotton thread, and I thought, I'm going to put this is not going to last much longer, this thread, I'm going to put it on a little bit of leather. So I did, I threaded it through and took the dogs out for a walk, lost it. I've retraced my steps, can't find it anywhere. And that happens quite a lot, doesn't it? With what do you think about that?
You don't need that crystal anymore.
No.
It's moved on.
Okay. Yeah, Ian said it's gone back to the earth.
Yeah.
Back to the earth.
Yeah, because
or somebody else's
dravite is an earth crystal anyway.
Yes.
It's the brown colour. And dravite is about the self.
Yeah, about the shadow,
knowledge,
isn't it?
And knowledge of shadow self.
Yes.
And the self.
Yeah.
And I think your self-knowledge is well up there.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I think it is. I think you know yourself well. You're authentic.
Well, yeah, but you never stop learning, do you?
No, but
but
you're very authentic, and so therefore that crystal.
I don't see the point in being anything else. Do you?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know, darling. But I think
we have to be ourselves, don't we?
One of my friends who lost a lot. I'll never forget this day. She'd lost 5 stone in weight, and she'd had an awful lot of problems, and she'd got this weight off, and we were walking along and she found a piece of rose quartz, which is about self-love.
Yeah.
and it was just laying on the pavement. Now,
Lovely.
I've never, ever experienced that before. And I used to wear hematite, and every time I put it on, it broke, and I gave up with it in the end.
Yeah.
Some crystals, I mean, this moonstone, cat's eye moonstone, I've had this for years, and I put it on like my angel aura when I'm going to do something that I feel I need a little bit of support with, or
Yeah.
I need to take a companion with me.
Yeah.
But I don't wear them all the time.
No.
And I don't hang them, masses of them around my neck and off
No,
my arms and
no.
everything, because you just can't tell what's working.
Just having them in your space is
Yes,
just
that's
enough, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
that's enough.
Have you got
That's
anything
enough.
else in that box?
Well, no, not
Okay.
crystals. Not crystals.
Okay. Well, what else are we going to talk about? Because I want to have enough time to talk about your
Right. So, well, my fairy houses.
your journey into fairy
my
world.
fairy houses started out with when I was doing the crystals, and then one day I just thought, oh, I'm going to have a go and try and make a fairy house. I hadn't got any idea how to do it. So I got a piece of wood and I started knocking nails into it. And then one of my friends came round. It was standing on the table in the garden, full of nails and bits of wood. And she said, oh, wow. She went, I love that. And I went, oh, have it. So she went, oh, no, I can't take it. I went, no, go on, have it, have it. So she took it home, she put it in her garden. And because she has people who go round there, because she teaches a bit like you do, people went round there and went, where did you get that from? So then,
Good advert.
then
Yeah.
I had 40 people contact me
Oh my God.
through
really?
Facebook going, I had a big long list of people, please can I have a fairy
Fairy
house?
house.
Please can I have a fairy house? So they just poured out of me. They just, like your writing pours out, it just poured out. And I wasn't working on my own. I know I wasn't working on my own because I had a little workshop in the garden, and I was literally running from the workshop into the house and backwards and forwards because they were just coming out, and I would make 2 or 3 a week.
Yeah.
And then it just stopped.
Did it?
I made and made and made and made, and then I thought, I don't want to do this anymore, and I stopped.
Really?
And then my little workshop stood with half ones, finished ones in it, and finished ones in it. People were coming round here and there and going, can I have a look in your workshop? Is that one? Can I have that one? And I'd go,
Yeah.
yes, and I ended up with 2 left.
Yeah.
And then this Mind, Body, Spirit show that we've got coming up, the man who runs it said, please will you make some fairy houses? I went, oh, I don't want to do it. And he said, oh, go on. So I went, oh, all right then.
Yeah.
So I started, and I've made 4 now.
Yeah.
I definitely know I wasn't on my own.
Yeah. So you feel that you had some.
Yes, but whoever was there has
Spiritual
now
help?
gone, like the crystals.
Really?
Right, I'm going
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I've done this now, I'm going now. So now, I sort of, I've done the 4 that I've done, and I've loved doing them,
Yeah.
but I don't know whether I'll carry on with it. I don't know.
No.
It has to be how I feel.
Yeah. That needs to live in the treehouse. Oh my God. Oh no, don't give it to me, I won't give it back. That's fantastic. The spoon's going round in the bowl. Look at that. And you made this?
No, I didn't make
Oh,
it.
you didn't make
I
it?
had it made for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's lovely. Yep. Fairy wings.
Petrified.
Petrified fairy wings? Really? Oh wow, look at all these. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, it's a shame we're not going to be able to sort of see these, but where can people see? Have you got a
No,
page?
these are just what I'm making for myself.
You're making these?
Yeah, well, no, it's what I'm doing for myself, for my house,
Oh, okay.
or my shop that I'm doing.
So tell us about that. What
It's
is
an
it? A shop?
apothecary shop.
Apothecary shop.
It's a Harry Potter
Yes.
apothecary shop.
What? And it's in a doll's house.
Yes, look, I've even got ogre bogies.
Ogre bogies. What's say? Where'd you get them from? No, don't tell me that. Tell me that.
And in here is a look. She's a witch mouse. With a spell book. So at the
Lovely.
moment, the house,
Okay.
the shop is a quarter done.
Yeah. And what are
And
you going to do with this shop?
Well, downstairs is going to be an apothecary shop with all the bottles and the potions and the spells where they sell them all. And then upstairs is a spell room where the spells are all made.
Yeah.
With all the test tubes. And I found somebody who makes bubbling test tubes of stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
And this is going upstairs as well. So this is my passion at the moment that I'm doing.
Okay. So you're just becoming more and more creative.
Yes,
really?
well, it's all. I suppose
Yeah.
it's been in me all the time.
Yeah.
But the world
Yeah.
of small things fascinates me,
Does it?
and equally the world of magic, because I think there's magic everywhere.
Absolutely.
There's magic in the trees and the plants and in here,
Yeah.
and I think we need to tap into that magic
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
we miss so much, don't we?
Yeah. But like really, it's about finding the magic within ourselves, isn't it? Which is the ultimate.
And what
The ultimate
leads you
magic
to that magic?
is in us.
Yeah, it's what leads you there. So
Yeah.
with you, it's your writing. With me, it's the crystals
And nature.
and
I
the
love
fairy
nature.
houses and
Yeah.
the garden. Same as you, it's your garden.
Yeah.
So we all go there in different ways, don't we? We all
Yeah.
need to find that bit of magic inside us,
Absolutely.
which is
Yeah.
waiting to be found.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, Chris, we've got to round it up.
Yes.
But, I mean, it's been magical talking to you in the Treehouse with your fairy house and your crystals and your apothecary creations.
Apothecary shop.
Where can people find you online, apart from where you are?
Facebook
at home?
page. Facebook page. Crystal Gems.
Yeah.
CHRISTALGMS.
I'll put that in the show notes underneath
Yes.
the video.
And Fairy Dwellings
Fairy Dwellings.
on Facebook. I haven't got a website
Okay.
because I don't send crystals off to people. I like people to come and pick their own
Come to you.
crystals. Yeah, I had a lady
Yeah.
from Slough the other day came to pick some crystals.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, from my own experience, personal experience of coming to you, it's definitely that it's a holistic experience coming to see you. There's more than anything else. Thanks for coming.
That's all right, my love.
And,
it's been lovely to sit in
Go
your
and
little
see
tree
Chris
house with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's been lovely having you.
Thank you, my love.
Cheers.
Thank you, my love.
TTFN, everybody.
Thank you.
Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Okay.